Are you somebody that wants a different experience? When you truly think about it, do you know that there's more to you that you could not only experience, but give to the world? If so, this is going to be the episode for you because we're going to talk about how to change your perspective so that you can become the highest form of yourself. My name is Henry, and welcome to the Positive Mindset Podcast, where we come together to raise our vibration, lift our perspective, and build a positive mindset. I'm so thankful to have each and every one of you here today because this is going to be a very positive episode that will leave you fulfilled and with passion on how you can move forward in your life. But before we get started, we're going to take a few moments to slow down, zero in. We're going to take some deep, healing, meditative breaths to help us align on the frequency that we want in our lives. So you can pick a word. It could be love, joy, happiness, abundance, whatever frequency you want. And we're going to take a deep breath in. And as you're breathing in, you're going to say that word over and over and over again. Really charge yourself up with that energy. And then as you're holding your breath, visualize yourself doing something in that frequency. And once you exhale, anything that no longer resonates with you will leave you and you'll be in a more positive state. So let's go ahead and take a deep breath in. And out. We're going to take another deep breath. This one is about alignment, about getting ourselves in receiving mode so that we can receive the message that we need to hear to get us in a positive state. So just imagine that you were surrounded by the most healing, uplifting energy that's meant specifically for you. It could have a certain color, a certain taste, a certain smell, however you imagine it. And when you breathe it in, it's going to charge you up. It's going to break down the negativity, the blocks, the weight, everything that's just been holding you back. And once you exhale, anything that no longer resonates with you will leave you and you'll be in a more positive state. So let's go ahead and take another deep breath in. And out. So there are so many things about this life that we take as fact. You know, we look around, we see that if you take this job and then you get this promotion, then you can make this money. We see, you know, if you start a family, you could have this life. Like we see so many things and it just seems like when you do this, you receive this. But what if there was another way to have a different experience? And this is what I truthfully think matters. Everything else, yes, is true, but it's true because of this. This isn't true instead of that. So here's what it is. You create your experience based upon who you are, based upon the frequency that you operate in. You see, you observe the world and then you move forward into it. You create the future. The future doesn't exist without us moving forward into it. And what we move into is what we believe is possible or what we can see as possible. It's that simple. If you decide to take this perspective, you have control. Everything in your life is up to you. How you feel and how you experience is up to you. That doesn't mean that external factors can't affect you, but they affect you not because they're in control. They affect you because you allow them to influence the frequency within you. Whether it's consciously or subconsciously, if you're saying that because of this, I'm this, because of that, I'm this, because of this person, it's created this opportunity, you are giving away your power. What if right now you just realize this? You woke up and just knew that you can create your future, that you have the absolute power. If you start accepting and believing in that thought process, what do you think would happen? What would you change? What would you experience differently from your current experience? See, what you focus on expands. We know this. That's why in business, we have a mission statement of what we're trying to do. We have core values that align how everyone should be thinking in the company. Then we have duties and processes that align with that to come together for a shared mission. That's why a business does it. Why don't we do that in our personal lives? Why are we not locked in on a positive vision of ourselves? Why do we not build core values or I am statements that keep you in alignment with that vision? And then why don't we set up each day with duties, with activities, with actions that align with those things? That's how you control what you wish to create. Not only will you manifest, create the environment that you want, whether it's money, cars, experience, but you can also manifest the you that you want. That's why we start with the vision of you. What if you could make these changes? You can. It's just a decision. You're not wrong for thinking how you've thought before, and you're not right for changing your thought process now. It's all an experience for you. What experience do you want? Yes, it's a hard responsibility to say that everything in my life is because of me, that it all happened because of me, because there are things that people have done that have affected you. And it may feel like if I take responsibility for that, then they are getting off the hook for what they have done. But you have to understand, it's all an opportunity for you to grow. It's not an opportunity necessarily for you to receive. You always receive. We can't stop receiving. We receive what it is that we perceive in the world, meaning the frequency that you're operating in is what you're capable of receiving. Magnets attract. The law of attraction is real. You attract based upon the frequency that you're in. So if you want to change it, you cannot think about anything external. You cannot think about, I have to get away from these people. I have to get around those people. Those will happen as you change your energy. You see, once you start becoming who it is you wish to become, you will see the path forward. Don't try to take the path forward before you know who it is that you want to become. And it's okay if you're not perfect in who it is you want to create. Just start with something. Do you want to be healthier? Do you want to be happier? Do you want to live life in joy? Do you want to have more love? Do you want to have more inner peace? Whatever it is that you desire in your life, create that future version of yourself. Create a day of yourself embodying all of those characteristics. See yourself in a stressful situation, but at perfect peace. See yourself in a situation that would normally trigger you, whether it's dealing with certain people, dealing with certain events, whatever it is. Imagine yourself in the future doing that with love, forgiveness, understanding, seeing yourself calm no matter what is going on externally. Create this thing that you want to attract to you. Once you start doing that, you can get into the mind of your future self. When you get into the mind of your future self, this is how you build the positive mindset, because that's the positive you that you can become. Once you start taking those thoughts, that person has gone through what you've gone through and has love for everything that's happened to you, your current state, because the current you creates the positive future you. So if that version of you has love for the most difficult things that you're either going through now or have gone through in the past, then you can have love for all of those things. It's all perspective. Your perspective shows you what you want to see. You see, if you are looking at things from a negative perspective, you're going to see the worst. You're going to see the ill intentions. You're going to see the negative outcomes over and over and over. You'll be the pessimist. You'll see all those things, and what do you think you'll create more of? Do you really think that you can create differently than you think? Absolutely not. You aren't your thoughts, but you certainly create more of the frequency that your thoughts represent. So pay attention to your mind. A positive mindset is not somebody that's happy all the time. A positive mindset is somebody that's fulfilled with who they are. They operate with inner peace. They operate with joy. They operate with love. Life is going to be tough. Just because you figure out who you want to become, and just because you build your positive mindset does not mean you're going to go through difficult things. That's what this life is about. This life is about putting us in situations where the frequency we need doesn't exist so that we can create more of it. That's how we understand it. The difficult things that you've gone through, where love didn't exist, where forgiveness didn't exist, where patience didn't exist, whatever it is, where that was missing, that's an opportunity for you to create it. If it happened to you when you were young and you didn't have the tools to process it, you were just kind of the victim of the situation, now you do. You've listened to this podcast. You're still tuned in. You recognize now that time is not a factor. If you can go forward and build the positive you can take that positive frequency and go back to heal the previous you. because you're not trying to heal it for the positive outcome. You're trying to heal it to create the frequency you need, to create the energy that you need within you. You see, it's all happening for you. Take that perspective. Perspective sets you free. Connect with your higher self, your loving self. Build the positive mindset and become the rising tide that lifts all ships. Well, thank you so much for listening. I hope this episode was impactful and gave you a positive perspective on whatever it is that you're going through so that you can make the changes in your life and start receiving what it is that you deserve to receive. If you want to make sure you don't miss a single episode, make sure you subscribe to my email list. There's a link down below. It will keep you up to date with every single episode. And if you want to follow me on social media, there's my Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook group all down below. I appreciate all the follows there. And if you're listening to this podcast and you're ready to take your change to the next level, you truly want to get in a program that has the guidance, that can help you build that positive vision, that can help you build the I am statements, the mindset that allows you to create that reality, let's connect. I'm a mindset coach. This is what I do. I have a 12-week program that's built specifically around this, about building that future self, bringing it within you, and then changing not only your internal self, but your external experience. If you want to connect on this, reach out to me via Instagram, or there's a link down below. If you fill out that, I will reach back out to you directly. Well, thank you so much for listening. Have a great day, and I can't wait to talk to you next time.